Tonight, people from coast to coast and right here in the Triad demanding justice.
Hands up!
The day started with a community prayer in Greensboro.
We are not afraid.
Then more than 100 protesters gathered in downtown Winston-Salem.
Their message, Black Lives Matter. A few hours later, up to 500 marched together in Greensboro. Officers say it was the biggest rally they've seen this week in the Triad.
WFMY News 2's Lauren Fabrizi was there for the march in Greensboro.
And Lauren, you were telling us that police really tried to work with the crowd to make it a peaceful event.
Don't shoot! No justice, no peace.
More than 100 people also marched through downtown Winston-Salem today. Young and old, guys and girls, black and white. The diverse crowd came out to support the Black Lives Matter movement. And you gotta take a look at this one moment that really touched all of us here in the newsroom.
You got my good side? I don't have a bad side.
Good side.
It's nice to see the two coming together there. The whole march lasted more than an hour as demonstrators made 2 laps through downtown. Now, the Triad events were very civil compared to the rest of the nation. In Pittsburgh, a demonstration stopped traffic. In Chicago, a group vowed to shut down the Taste of Chicago Food Festival. And in Atlanta, demonstrators walked in silence for their quest for change. Brent Thompson is one of the officers who died Thursday night. He worked for the Dallas Area Rapid Transit Force. He's the department's first officer to die in the line of duty since the unit formed in 1989. Now, Norma's Cafe in Dallas is a place where everybody knew his name. He was a regular, dropping in for breakfast once or twice a week. And this weekend, as you can imagine, nothing is normal about the cafe, and it may be that way for a while. The manager at the diner remembers vividly the last conversation she had with him.
Brent was going to get married, and all his colleagues were here, and they were all teasing him that when he gets married, he was going to whoop-ah, he's going to be whipped. You know, and they laughed, and I believe that's when they took that picture of him here.
You have to wonder when they're going to laugh again. The staff wants to do whatever they can to help, so they've been cooking food and taking it to the area police stations. For more information about the 5 victims and how they're being remembered, head over to WFMYnews2.com. Now at 11, 68 companies are joining the fight against HB2. The legal brief filed this week is part of a challenge brought by the Department of Justice. The federal government wants a judge to block a provision of the law. Now, the part in question requires transgender people to use the bathroom that matches their birth certificate. The legal brief says many of the companies operate in North Carolina, and the law hurts their ability to recruit new employees. Governor Pat McCrory's office issued a statement saying that it's disappointing the companies are siding with Obama on all of this. Now, I think we can all agree that teachers in our state, they just don't get paid enough for their hard work in the classrooms. Well, they might see some bigger paychecks soon. Pay raises and opportunities for bonuses are coming to public school teachers in the budget that the governor is expected to sign into law. The spending plan is predicted to increase teacher salaries on average by nearly 5% this fall. That would bump up the average teacher salary above $50,000 statewide.
Well, check it out. These goats are more than just farm animals for one teenager.
Just ahead on WFMY News 2, how these special animals are performing a unique service for kids with autism. An autistic boy in California is learning how to talk, care, and love through his 2 pet goats. His mother bought the goats 6 months ago.
The goats named Jasper and Zephyr have already changed his life for the better. Here's at the family and the farm that's helping autistic children.
Ananda Rochita, ABC 10 News.
You know what's better about pet goats?
What?
When you tell the teacher that your pet ate your homework, it's more believable.
Yes, they could definitely do some damage.
Now, these pet goats really can also help the kids when they rock back and forth, but the farm says it's really up to each individual need of the child and how the goat interacts with them.
Well, Grant Gilmore, we're so happy you're here with us this Saturday, and you're bringing the perfect weather forecast with you.
You're welcome back anytime if you do this.
The weather was so great here in the Weather Girl on the weekends. It's amazing.
Very cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
It's good to see a hometown guy do good.
Absolutely, we'll have to pull for him for sure.
Thanks for
Have
watching.
a good night.
WFMY News 2 is brought to you by Biscuit.